Hey guys, What's Cooking is back.
Yes, sir.
I know it's been a while. The last time we were here was February.
Right? And
So
it's
it's been-
June. No, what? Damn.
It's May. So it's been 3 months.
Drinks hit me already? Shoot,
Huh?
Shout out to Moolah,
Listen,
your favorite hood bartender right here.
Breeze got me drinking before I even ate today. So this
I got
is,
you. You did that by choice.
This is crazy.
She did
This
by
is
choice.
crazy. But I'm definitely happy to be back.
We missed y'all.
Yes.
I gonna lie, we missed y'all.
Yes. Miss you guys. Miss being here. So what's going on, Breeze? How you been?
A lot's been going on, man. A lot of good stuff. What about you? How you feeling?
Me too. I've been under a rock.
Oh yeah, congratulations by the way.
Thank you.
Just graduated.
Yes, on Monday I graduated with my master's degree for teaching. So I've been laying low, really locking in, and I'm about to lock in again, go back under my rock. But y'all see me here as we film season 3.
Yes. Cause season 3, you can hear more from us. I know we said we're open to all guests, but you gonna hear more from us. Like the team.
Yes.
The guests come after. You feel me? That's crazy because me and Mike would just have a conversation on the phone like this morning, and he was saying people gravitate to us. It's not like we
Right.
need the guests. You know what I mean?
Right, we don't.
Like it's like we just have that aura and that chemistry where it's like people see that and they want to be in the mix as opposed to us wanting them to be in the mix with us.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right, we literally could sit here and talk about anything. Like before we even started rolling, we started having like 3 different conversations about stuff. I'm like, dang, should we wait to start talking or?
Yeah.
But that's just how it is. You'll definitely be seeing more of me. I know I'm not here all the time, but
Everybody's always like, "Where's Taylor?"
I know school has really been kicking my behind. Like it's been crazy. So what's the topic for today?
Before we dive into that, I will give a special shout out. So Ross, my sisters in the background too. They both went to NYU. They just graduated this week.
Congratulations,
So congrats to them too.
Class of 2023.
Yeah. Mike, he can't be here today because he's also at a graduation for his younger sister. So congratulations to her as well.
Safe to say it's graduation week.
Yeah, it's grad
Yep.
season.
Grad
Yeah.
season.
But yeah, speaking on the topic though of what's been cooking around town, let's talk about these blue check marks. Like, y'all really paying for that?
Are you gonna get one?
Hell no. But for this podcast,
Yes.
it's possible.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's crazy because, of course, spend your bread how you spend your bread. But it's just like, I don't feel like I should be doing that for where I'm at right now with the podcast. I feel like that's something I could do maybe when I'm at 5K followers or something like that. But I mean, I see businesses that got like 200 followers doing stuff like that. Like they barely even making 5 figures.
Right.
You feel
I
me?
can see there's always weirdos out there that make fake pages and stuff like that. So I get why some people will get a blue check mark. Like I know a person that they bought a blue check mark, but that person has seen a lot of fake pages being made of her. And she's not no famous person, but then on the other side, like there's people who do absolutely nothing. Like nobody knows you. Nobody's trying to be you. I don't know. I don't understand the purpose of the blue check.
What's crazy too is just like the fact that I feel like it's just automatically guaranteed depending on what you do. Because it's like I see a lot of D1 athletes that have no followers, but because they're on TV, they get a blue check mark like that. They don't even got I don't know how they were doing it.
Right.
Because I have friends who grew up with some of these guys, right? And it's just crazy. Like they post a regular picture and then you see somebody in the blue with a blue check mark in the comments. And I'm just like,
Wait,
who's
who
this
is
person?
that?
And then the blue check mark just gravitates your eyes towards now you want to go check their page out, see who that person is. And then it's just like, oh, what the hell? Like 200 followers? How you got a blue check mark?
Right, and I feel
But then
like
you see the bio, it's university or whatever, basketball emoji, football emoji, whatever, and then makes sense.
right, and then I feel like once upon a time the blue check was exclusive. It lost its exclusivity now because I just feel like anybody can get one. I don't want now I don't want a blue check because everybody got one. Because at one point it was just main celebrities, influencers, a lot of famous people. Now the average person has a blue check. It's how you distinguish between the two.
Yeah, and even going back to the episode we did with Handsome Baller, I was telling him, I was like, yo, when I first met you, well, not met him, but the first time I ever heard of him, I heard of him because he had a blue check mark. That's the thing. Literally, I just saw his page on Instagram because he had a blue check mark. And then I seen he was on Talk of the Town, and they were talking about him getting a blue check mark and how it was a big deal back then. And he was saying like it don't mean nothing to me because he's like there's a lot of people with blue check marks just like me, but a lot of them broke compared to me. I was like, that's real shit.
Right.
Or a lot of them not even doing what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, that's facts.
That's
like,
the fact.
A lot of people, they get a blue check mark, they let it get to their head, they end up falling off at whatever their craft is, they go broke, but they still want to flex that blue check mark. And it's crazy because it's like the clout that comes with that, people still show them love anyways.
Right.
Like it's crazy to me. Like really, because somebody got a blue check mark, you're supposed to keep like, excuse my language, would keep dick riding them over that. Like
right.
This is crazy to me.
And I was like, it's losing that now because again, it's so accessible. It's so accessible now. It's like you got to really look to see now who is that with the blue check mark. Because I'm like, I seen a couple of people like with blue check marks in my views. I'm just like, wait, who is that? Like before I got hyped to say, oh, it's a famous person. No,
it's crazy because it's like for me, I used to like when we started this podcast, like the blue check mark stuff. It's like anytime somebody with blue check mark showed up in my views, I was like, oh shit.
Right.
I would screenshot it, repost it, be like, yo, look who's like tapped in, I go like Kashanat pulled up, Young Devin pulled up. It was a couple artists or like influencers, stuff like that.
Right.
Ice Spice is A&R. I don't know what's up with him, but he's always watching. Like I see him like at least once a month in my views. I'm just like you want to tune in or what? Like I reached out to him. Listen, if you watching this, I reached out to you, bro.
Yeah, to bring Princess Diana too.
Yeah, shit, we definitely got Ice Spice.
We want Princess Diana to pull up.
But even on the topic of that too, it's just like now I don't even what's good, bro. I don't even what's it called? I don't even like look at people's pages anymore when I see the blue check mark. Because it kind of just lost value.
Yeah.
And I seen somebody in the comments say like on a post, it was saying instead of a blue check mark, we should make it green. So that way it's like you could tell who bought a verified badge versus who actually has a natural one.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good idea.
That is.
Because like you said earlier, like there's purpose behind it. It's, like people I get a lot of people, especially the younger generation, we doing it for clout. Everybody want to be seen. Everybody want to,
some people really worked hard for those blue checks.
Yeah, and some people just want to prove the legitimacy behind what they're doing.
Right.
That they really, want people to see their page and think, yo, this is not a scammer. This is a real business. This is a real person. Whatever it is.
Like in Raw Reviews, right? Shout out to
Raw Reviews
Raw
definitely deserve one.
Right? Yeah, they definitely deserve one. But, there will be, like, they'll make posts about, like, different businesses who are pretending to be other businesses and they will be scamming people. Right? Like, I think people will write them and be like, yo, like, post about them. Like, beware that this is a scam. And, like, this other, like, hairstylists and makeup artists that I follow, too, they have people posing as them going around collecting money, having them send money to Cash App, like, DMing them from Instagram. And they're like, I would never DM nobody first. Do not send no money to anybody unless you know 100% who it is.
Especially, too, it's like these pages have, like, 8 underscores and a bunch of dots. I'm just like, yo, bro.
Right.
Who you think you fooling with that shit?
Exactly. And I'm like, that's what it's like. Sometimes I'm like, all right, some of y'all deserve to be scamming. It's like, y'all don't pay attention. Like, you don't pay attention to details. Like, this is obviously a fake page. Like, obviously.
You can also tell, too. You could tell by how pixelated the pictures are because some people, they screenshot your shit. So it's like, when they repost it, the picture comes out mad blurry.
Exactly.
It's like, you want me to believe that you have this Lambo that's in your picture, but your picture of the Lambo is mad blurry, bro. Like,
exactly.
You couldn't get a good camera.
And like, if you look at like captions and they seem very like robotic.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fake.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Them bots are geniuses because I don't know how they could copy somebody's profile identically, bro.
No, that AI.
The same amount of likes, the same caption. But there's no comments though. That's what they get caught slipping. You can't copy the comments.
You can't.
You can't.
You
but
can't.
They have the same page, like set up, pictures, like count.
That's a form of AI, right? Like the bots. I don't know, because all this AI stuff is starting to scare me.
The first time I ever heard of a bot was from the sneaker industry, where everybody used to,
Yeah, that's why I don't even buy sneakers no more. It's not fun. Like, you used to be able to just go, walk in the store, get your sneakers. Now the bots is buying everything out. I don't got time for that.
Nah, that's online though.
But like,
in person is different. You can't use a bot online. Well, you could use a bot for the raffles.
Right.
I remember people used to do that.
oh yeah, I'm mixing the two. But like, yeah, you just used to be able to like just order your sneakers and that's it. Like, now they got the bots. Like, they do it for everything. Like, same thing like the bags, like the Telford bags. Like,
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Sizes
that's why
way
you're not allowed to buy like multiple in the same sizes.
right. But for certain things.
I have a couple friends that like do the reselling on the bags and stuff like that. And one of my friends is like, he'll buy like a large bag, he'll buy a small bag. You feel me? A small bag or a different color small bag. Like he can't get like, let's say 2 red bags the same size or something like that.
I'm like, I get everybody got to make come up. I'm like, but y'all killing the fun. Like, people just want to go and buy their stuff. It shouldn't have to be like a witch hunt to get a article of clothing. Like, same thing with like Skims. Like, when Skims had the Fendi collab, I was like sweating trying to get something. I just settled for a piece. I was like, whatever. I just get this one. That's my second choice. But I'm like, dang, like, you really fighting with bots online to buy some clothes.
And it's like, it's crazy because it's like, with those collabs too, it's not even that serious to have to go get it. It's just we want it so bad. I remember when H&M and Kenzo had that collab.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That went crazy. And it's crazy because Kenzo's like, not to say it's cheap, but it's cheaper compared to what it was back in the day.
Yeah, Kenzo, like, it died down. Like, everybody wanted to have Kenzo sweater. Like, that was a big thing when we was in high school.
Yeah, I had one of them H&M sweaters. It was like $60
It was
versus back then where it was probably like $400.
I wanted one, but I was like, whatever. Like, everybody had one. I'm just like, I'm probably gonna wear it once and then.
I seen it in my closet the other day. I'm like, damn, when's the last time I wore this?
Shoot, you better save that.
I'm about to send it to Haiti.
You better save that.
Look at my sister back there, Leo.
One day you're gonna have to have kids, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, we having flashback day, throwback Thursday at school."
Oh, I see what you
they
mean.
Could wear they could wear your Kenzo thing.
But that's the thing, though. You never know if the value goes back up.
It does.
Resellers go crazy with it.
Like, I can't believe I threw out all my True Religion jeans, all of them. I put them all in the bag. I threw them out. They're gone.
Like, you donated them or you threw them out?
I don't know. I put them in a garbage bag and I did whatever. I was like, I don't want them no more.
Nah, I don't know. You can't waste clothes like that. There's a lot of people that need
my
clothes.
father take it to, what is it, St. Mary's or some church?
Okay, that's
They
good.
take it. I don't know what they do with it. I just know I put my stuff in a garbage bag and I said, y'all do what y'all want with it. I don't want it no more. Polos, rugby, all that vintage stuff. Now my job, I work at a school. We're having like Throwback Thursday this week. And I'm just like, I threw all of those clothes out.
Yeah,
And I could have wore something.
You know, my high school made us do a lot of service work and stuff like that. So it's like, I started to understand the value of like not wasting stuff. So it's like, any clothes I have that I don't want, send it to Haiti. Unless it's wintertime clothes, because Haiti would be hot over there. So wintertime clothes, I donate it every year. Steph Rose, you met Steph before? I don't know if you did.
No, I don't think so.
But Steph Rose, future guest by the way, hint hint. But she always does a clothing drive for Thanksgiving. And I always bring all my cold stuff out, and you know, seeing people just literally grab it like wolves, like you know, just everybody aggressively just grabbing it, just you know, it shows that people could really use that stuff. So.
And it's like 2 weeks ago, I cleaned out my clothes, like did like little spring cleaning, and my mother was like, just take the shirts, whatever you don't want, and put them outside, because we have a bench outside our yard. She's like, put it outside on the bench, people will take it. It was gone. Like, all the shirts and stuff was gone by the end of the day. And I was just like, wow, like, this is trash to me, but clearly somebody needed it. Because it's like, in Brooklyn, it's like, it has been an influx of, like, drug addicts, mental health patients, and there's, like, a lot more homeless people on the streets, like, walking around. So I'm like, you know what, you're right. So, like, whenever we don't want something, we just put it on the bench now for somebody to take it. Like, my cousin always has sneakers, and they just take it. And a lot of times our stuff is just in brand new condition or good condition. We just don't want it no more. Or it's too small. Like, you don't have no use for it.
Yeah. So we got a little spiritual on y'all.
Yeah.
But, you
Yo,
know,
we should
do the right thing.
We should do something.
Do the right
like,
thing.
I love to give back. And I think that's like one of the reasons why I decided to like go in education, despite me needing a job. But like to really give back and help people, especially those that's coming up behind us, I think is really cool. And people really appreciate it. Like at my school, I think I'm doing 2 girls, like they're going to prom, 8th grade prom, doing their makeup. Like we're taking 2 girls who are in need, donating dresses to them. I'm doing their makeup. I think somebody's gonna pay to get their hair done, just so that they could have that opportunity just to feel beautiful and be able to participate because in those activities because their parents really don't have it. So I think I'm gonna do that and probably next year like do something for like a high school girl. I think that would be dope.
You know, it's fire. Cause I be seeing stuff like that too, where it's like, I don't know if you ever see those random videos where it's like, it'll be a kid who got bullied because he didn't have the right sneaker, like, you know, wearing beat up sneakers. And then it's like, you'll see a teacher donate a pair of Jordans or somebody who go give their old shoes. Even I did that. Like I was playing ball one time and I just had these extra shoes that I just didn't want anymore. And I just kept them in my car for whatever reason. But once it was some kid, He's playing with these, like, they literally cooked up, like, had rips in them and everything. And, like, oh, Rome back there. Rome, you know what I'm talking about, the John Morant kid? Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, his shoes were done. And it's like, and he's slipping and sliding. He's hurting himself, like, every play. I said, yo, bro, what size are you? He said 13. I said, perfect, I got you. Went back, gave him the shoes. And it's crazy because it's like, this was just at a regular, like, local church gym. I went to, like, the 24-hour fitness gym. I seen the kid in there with my shoes. He seen me. He's like, yo, bro, I appreciate you for the shoes. You know, it meant a lot. Blah, blah, blah. Because you never know, like, if somebody got it or not, you know, to, like, even get simple stuff like that. So it put a warm spot in my heart to know I did something good that day.
Yeah, like, I had a student. She was...
he still kept injuring himself, though.
I had a student. She was... I worked in Bushwick at the time, and she was coming to school every day by herself, Far Rockaway. No phone. I think they was living in a shelter.
That's deep.
And she wasn't eating. Like, she wasn't eating. I'm just like... That school lunch is nasty. I'm like, I was like, talk to the principal, like, what y'all gonna do? Oh, we're gonna give her some granola bars. I was like, what? But it's so messed up because legally, like, you're not supposed to give kids food. What? I went and bought that child a sandwich, and I was going to, like, buy stuff in the morning, like, that's pre-wrapped up, and I was getting to social worker. I was like, here, this is for her.
I would just take the food, just drop it somewhere, and be like, hopefully she found it.
Right. But no, I was bringing her stuff every day. Like, I'm like, I can't give you money, but, like, you need food. I bought a pack of juice for her to have because, like, she was one of those kids. She went through so much, but yet she showed up to school every single day, 6 o'clock in the morning, before we was even there. 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Nah, and you know what's crazy to say all of that? Some of those type of people that you meet, that you see struggling, those are the ones that on Instagram got the blue check mark. They flexing like they really got it.
Yeah.
What's insane to think though, right? Like, some people priorities be backwards, unfortunately, but that's just how it be.
Like, you heard the show Baddies on Zeus, right?
Yeah, I see it's auditions for this, something like that.
Yeah. I should have auditioned. Now I'm playing. My mother would have.
I be seeing everybody, like, talking mad, like, shit about it, like,
but, like,
in terms of, like, the girls that are on
one
it.
of the girls, I forgot, one of the girls I was on there was saying, like, these girls is really on here homeless. They got all these bags, all that stuff. Like, it's fake. Like, they, like, everything is a shit for show. I'm just like, that's crazy because you see these people on TV. I mean, it could have been true. It could have been a lie because, you know, they get mad and just start talking about each other. But if it is true, it's crazy how, like, you on TV flexing, got all this stuff, but you going back home to nothing. I'm like...
But it's an image thing.
It is. It's an image thing.
Yeah, we got so many people just walking in and whatnot, yo. We got a whole lineup of episodes today. Don't worry, y'all. But yeah, so on the topic of the blue check mark, though, like, who do you think really wins out of all of this? Now, I'm going to say Elon Musk because he started all this. Was it Twitter Blue?
I think...
That's what it's called? Twitter Blue?
I think Instagram did it as another way to make money, too. Everything, like, they're not doing it... Nobody's doing stuff for free.
I read somewhere that he was doing it. Well, not that he did it with the intent of getting out of debt, but I heard that he owed, like, some type of debt, and the blue check marks potentially is paying that off.
And guess
it probably
what?
has already.
Think about it. He is not stupid. Like, he's smart. He sees... First of all, I just feel like this whole life that we live in, we're living in a freaking social experiment. This is all a social experiment. So I feel like they did the blue check marks, right, to give to certain people, like, a status, right? This is my theory. I'm making, like, making this. This is my own theory. So they gave out the blue check marks to distinguish celebrities and, you know, other people from regular people. Okay, boom. But now they see how hard people are going over to be seen, be heard, want to be somebody, just to have a blue check mark so they can feel validated, right? Because remember, on social media, it's a whole bunch of nobodies that get on there and they just want to feel like somebody be validated. It's like, all right, they could get it. They just got to pay for it.
That's where that him stuff comes. Everybody, oh, I'm him.
Yeah, I'm him. Like, no, you're not. So now he's like, all right, bet. Let me make it more accessible. Let everybody pay for it. People are gonna pay just to feel like there's somebody.
Think about it, even with podcasts too, right? Like, people pay to get on podcasts just for the sake of having content and whatnot. But then it's just like they do it for the content, but they also do it for the status that it brings.
Right.
Because now, you know, like, even, like, you know, shout out to my boy Fetty. Fetty said, yo, I want to have one of those. It's crazy because Fetty done did mad podcasts before us.
He did.
But he said,
I think
yo,
he's still doing some.
but that's the thing. He was doing podcasts before they were lit, like how it is now. But he was like, yo, I want to have one of those clips where it's like, it's focused in on me. And I say something real and it's like a soundbite. Everybody want to repost it. I'm just like, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's mad people who want you on their podcast. And after hours, I'm seeing him doing podcasts with all these different people. People bring him up and stuff like that. But yeah, like, you know, it's just like, I feel like with the Blue Checkmark podcast, content creation just in general, like people just doing it, like you said, because they want to be somebody and because it brings a status quo to it. Now, Freddie's case, he's already a somebody. He's a person, you feel me?
Right.
But like other people though, they have that mindset where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna elevate myself and, you know, do something like that. Even with our podcast too, like it surprises me every day how many people want to be on our podcast and we're growing. Like we're just here. Like I'm humble. I'm very humble. But sometimes I'm humble. I'm too humble to the point where it just might sound like I have low self-esteem or something. But that's not the case at all. It's just,
I feel the same.
It's an eye-opener for me.
I get how I get exactly how you feel. Like even with all the stuff that I do, sometimes I feel like I'm too humble. But like you got to realize like it's a thin line between being humble and knowing your worth. Mm-hmm. Right? So you could be humble and not be arrogant and brag and act like you're better than everybody. But at the same time, you know your worth and you have a standard that people have to meet. And that's it. Like lay your ground rules. If you want to be on the show, you have to do X, Y, and Z. Because what happens is you're too humble, people start to walk all over you and they don't see the value in it. Because it's just be like, oh, you're easily accessible. Oh, I can just do what I... No, you can't. We're polite, we're nice, but you still got to follow these standards and follow these rules and meet us where we at in order to be a part of this, you know?
All right. So yeah, so I was just checking the time and, you know, we got a lot of guests walking in and out the building. So, you know, we're going to wrap it up here. This is a nice episode to get things started, get the ball rolling.
Yes.
Like Taylor said, you know, it's been months since we've been here. And it's crazy because the way it's going to work on the timeline, you would have never thought it's been months. You're just going to think, oh, they were just here last week compared to the whatever episode you were watching, whatever day that is. But, you know, so, you know, we're just going to wrap up right here and whatnot. We got one guest, as you heard the ding, like that's my guest right there. That's and we got to hop into that episode. And yeah, Taylor, anything you want to say to the audience, like just for season 3?
I miss you guys. And I just can't wait for season 3. That's it. I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. That's it.
Yeah, only thing I want to say is tune into the other streaming platforms. I know YouTube's our main thing, but show love on the other ones. This is like, because I feel like, you know, there's a lot of people saying, oh, I want to listen to audio only when I'm driving or when I'm, you know, sleeping or not sleeping. When
but you know what's so funny? People just type in YouTube because I do it all the time. Like,
no, I know, but I'm saying like, you know, people want to lock their phone and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, I wish it was on Spotify. I wish it was on Apple. We put it there for y'all, but y'all not tuning in compared to YouTube. YouTube's doing more numbers than the streamers. So, and not even that, but even the subscribers there, you know, like subscribe over there as well. You know, you got the YouTube subscription, you got the Apple Podcast subscription, Google Podcasts, the Spotify, the Podvine, all the platforms that we on. You know, tune into that. That's really all I ask you guys for season 3. Yeah.
Right. All right. Thank you guys. Until next time. Out.